My name is Rosemary Veuri, the principal Waithaka Vocational Training Center in Dagoretti. We are one of the 11 vocational training centers in Nairobi County, and this is one of the oldest vocational training centers. Started in the early 70s, but currently registered by TVET, I think in 2017. And we currently have an enrollment of 223 trainees spread in around 7 trades. That is the food and beverage, production and service, and the electrical installation. We have welding and fabrication. We have plumbing. We have painting and decoration. We have hairdressing and beauty therapy. We also have fashion design. And we also have ICT, which is compulsory for all our training, for all our trainees. And they are all expected to be here for a period of at least 1 year for a grade 3 exam, which is given by NITA. And those ones who are able to go on can do a second year, and they do an examination by Kenya National Examination, and they get an artisan certificate from Kenya National Examination Council. And all these classes are examinable by both NITA and NEC. Yeah. Waithaka Technical is mainly sponsored by Nairobi County under Education Department, which is in City Hall, and it's headed by one of our directors, plus a vocational training center director. Yeah, and they're all, their office is in City Hall. Then we are run by a BOG, that is a board of governor, who are mainly constituted from the community in Waithaka. Yes, and we meet at least once in a term. That's at the beginning of every term. But in case something comes up, we always call an emergency meeting at least once in every term. Yeah. Then we are headed by, at least we have a vision of the school. And the vision of the school is that we want to be a center of excellence in technical training and human resource development. We also have a mission to produce artisan graduates who are knowledgeable, skilled, equipped, and have positive attitudes that enable them to cope with challenges of our fast-growing world or economy. Our main goal is to offer the technical skills to the youths within a healthy environment and also nurture their talents. Apart from their trades and their skills, we also nurture their talents through life support skills during their development stages, which is the teenage stage. We have a number of partnerships that help Waithaka Vocational Training Center. One of the biggest supporters being Safaricom Foundation, who have been they actually helped us make the school the way it is by renovating our building, removing our asbestos, which was one of our main challenges in the last few years. And they are also sponsoring 100 trainees every year. Yes, and we also have Ziz Afrique that is also partnering with us, and training our students, especially in things like entrepreneurship, employability skills, life skills, and all that. Toolskit works together with Zizafric to engage our trainees. And this actually helped our trainees, especially last year when the COVID pandemic came in. Our students, most of them were engaged on online classes. Some of them even ended up having been given some devices, some phones, smartphones, so that they can access the online classes, which have been going on up to date. It's just that this time the classes shifted to evening classes. They usually have the classes from 4 to 5 every day. Every single day is a class for all our trainees. The PWDs, we have at least 5% of our trainees are people with or living with disabilities. Most of them are physically challenged, but we have 2 ladies, one who is completely visually blind and the other one is partially blind. One is doing electrical, another one is doing foods and beverage, and they are coping very well. The only challenge is that we have to pass them notes digitally, and because they are learning on digital learning, we just pass. The Safaricom assisted us with some devices for them to be able to learn just like the others. They were given laptops and they are able to take notes as the instructor is teaching. But at the same time, we send the notes to their email and they are able to read and access the notes from the class. The exams are also done the same way. We pass the exams to them through email. Their laptops have been set up in a way that they are able to do the questions and send the questions, the answers back to us for any examination. If it's a practical class, we only assign them somebody to assist them in the practical, but they do most of the work. Yeah, and they have coped very well. One of the main challenges that we have had is that none of our instructors were trained in dealing with the special needs trainees. But when we put this forward to Safaricom, they organized a 1 week training for all our instructors, and we were able to adapt and be able to handle these trainees very well. But much as we are able to handle them, we still cannot handle the deaf. That is one of the main things. We cannot handle a deaf person. We are able to handle blind, we are able to handle any other challenges, slow learners, autistic. But the only challenge we've really had is that we cannot handle anybody who is deaf, because none of us has learned sign language. Of course, every institution has some challenges, some of which were catered for by Safaricom, and we thank God that they came in and assisted in the renovation of the school, which made our water system very okay. Our washrooms are all flushing. They have good water systems, drainages, they are very good. But one main challenge that we've had, and we are still trying to take care of it, is that we do not have a 3-phase power supply. We are still using a single-phase power supply, which in most cases, like just last week, there was a problem with our power because of the load of the power, especially when the welding workshop operates their machine. No other workshop can operate their machine. Yeah. So that has been a main, so we've had to limit even the equipments the machines we are using in the welding workshop because of the power supply. So we are still consulting with Kenya Power and Nairobi County so that we can have the three-phase power supply replacing the single power supply that we are using currently. Another main challenge that we have had is security. We do not have a permanent perimeter wall. And this is something that we have put forward to the county for the longest time possible. And last year there was some light, but we still think that the county is doing something to get the perimeter wall all around the school, because that has been quite a challenge. When we try to plant food out there, the community will always come in through the fence. And we've had to get somebody repairing the wall, the fence, every other day. So I think that is one of the main challenges, but Nairobi County is taking care of it. Yes. Yeah. Otherwise, apart from that, we've had a number of achievements. We are a examination center for both NITA and NEC. Our students don't go out to do their exams. We register them here. If anything, the NEC and the NITA organization, they give us trainees who do not have examination centers. Yeah. All our trainers are learned and they are well qualified, although they are not enough. We've been requesting the county to employ for us staff, but with the BOG that I'm working with, they have employed for us 3 instructors, one in the plumbing class, another one in the food and beverage class, and another one in the welding class. Otherwise, we are still understaffed because we only have 1 instructor in every one class, and this 1 instructor has to take care of both first years and the second years, which is quite taxing for them. Our students go out for attachment at least once in a year after their first year. Like the first year students, once they are through with the first year, they should start their attachment period from January up to March. Thereafter, if one decides to come back for year 2, we absolve them and they go on and do the artisan examination or grade 2. It's up to them, whichever exam they think is better for them.